okay, Shiloh. Okay, that's all right.
And tomorrow, I stay tomorrow. Going tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow, going good. I stay here.
Yes.
And peace. And I stay Stephanie tomorrow. I stay she you. And I stay and tomorrow. Give me the trouble. You give me the trouble. You give me the cost. Come, give me cost. No.
That's all right.
No.
If you quarrel too much, I'll just mute it and put music in the background. Yes. All right. And when you grow up, what you want to become? You know what you want to become? You want to become like a police, a lawyer, a doctor, a businessman, work in a bank. So what exactly you want to do? Really?
I finished grade 1 and grade 2. Going to grade 4, grade 5, grade 6.
All right.
I'm going to social school. I'm going to social school. Finish. I'm going to finish. So grade 1, go to grade 2. And grade 3. And grade 5, grade 6. And grade 6. Who going to Pemberton?
Elizabeth Pemberton?
Who going Pemberton?
It is Pemberton.
Who going Pemberton?
Pemberton.
Pemberton?
Pemba? Pemba?
Pemberton.
Yeah, Pemberton. Elizabeth?
Pemberton. Who going Pemberton?
That is Sasha who went there when she was small.
She's small last time?
Yes, when she was in primary.
She in primary?
But now she's in secondary school.
She in that secondary school. She got 2 school. She got 2
Yes.
school.
Yes.
I go to grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, and grade 6.
Yes.
I go in social school.
Uh-huh.
I go in social school, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. And grade 5, grade 6. Grade nursery. I finished that. I'm going to my social school.
Yeah.
Finish that. I'm going to my social school. Sasha came in Pemberton. She in Pemberton.
She went there years ago.
Yes, go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, go.
Mm-hmm.
She go. Now you buy first yesterday. Yesterday you buy first for me.
Yes.
You buy it right there and click on there.
Mm-hmm. So you know that there is another secondary here, right? It's called Gingerland Gingerland Secondary. You've heard about Gingerland Secondary School?
Who goes secondary? Who goes secondary?
Sasha goes secondary.
Sasha, he came was here?
Mm-hmm.
Sasha here?
No, she doesn't go here. She goes to Charlestown Secondary.
Who goes here? Who goes
Other children.
children.
Yes. Who live in the area.
I will go to school. At school.
So there's a small school there. There are little children.
A children's school?
Yes. It's
That's a baby?
Yes, baby school.
Baby school? Who baby?
People babies.
People babies? Who big?
Olga? What is that you're carrying in the road, Olga? Jesus, is that a toy? I am going to make one for Shiloh. Yeah, man. It's a nice toy.
It's a nice toy.
You see Granny with a toy in the middle of the road. You drive away.
It's funny.
Yes. And it looks like a plastic bottle sticking up. You're very creative. You keep yourself busy. You have to make yourself happy.
But you said it for who?
Yeah?
You said it for who?
Which one?
For who?
Don't worry. See, we have a new house here.
I wonder when they build them this one, where the water go.
Anywhere, somewhere.
In the back, they put
In the gut.
No, the top part. And the rain come and fall inside. And they put a drainage in the back or something. They put a pipe to it.
I will see it.
Maybe.
I will see it from there. See it too.
That's me that I'm saying.
Yes.
You want to talk about.
Hitmans.
Keep coming. Where's it?
Nobody's wasting time.
Where's it? Give me this. Give me mine.
Where you wanted, Shiloh?
Just here. I want to come my toy.
You wanted a toy?
Couple chairs.
You wanted to take a picture? But we are
Yes.
doing a video here. You're going to watch it and hear yourself talking. Even after years, you hear your voice and say, is that me who was asking those things there? No, it can't be me.
Good.
Zion.
We're going home.
Where are you in Zion?
Oh, good.
Zion, the great city of the Lord.
I want to go home.
Eh?
See you going home. I want some chicken. I want get chicken. They want chicken. I want them.
Oh,
Buy
chicken.
them.
Chicken is not there as yet.
No chicken there.
The barbecue chicken comes on weekends.
Weekend.
Yes.
Weekend. They go buy it.
Uh-huh.
They go buy everybody one.
Yes.
And mommy going there and you go get it there and buy it. And buy it tomorrow.
Yes. See, the barbecue grill is still there waiting. See it there waiting?
Until Friday. Tomorrow.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday
Yes.
we go bring chicken there. I will make it there. I'll make it. Go make the chicken barbecue.
You know you're supposed to go to the beach and put your head in water.
No.
Eh.
Together with chest.
the sheep?
Yes.
Those are not our sheep, eh?
Eat.
Eat it when it's not ours.
It's what?
We have to buy it.
My chicken barbecue. My chicken barbecue. Watermelon. I want watermelon.
You saw watermelon? That's why you have to sing a song.
I found it there. I see it there.
Okay.
And I see avocados.
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 Alright.
Wait, avocados that.
On the tree or on the stand? So we are Shiloh now.
We are Best Buy.
We done passed Best Buy a long time ago. We are in St. James.
I'm going Best Buy food.
Oh. Did you see Best Buy?
And food. Best Buy food. Best Buy food. Eat that.
Oh, okay.
My one for
You really love Best Buy food.
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to buy for you shares in the food, eh?
Yes.
Alright.
We get macaroni.
Yeah, of course. You have to talk about macaroni. Which one? Macaroni pie?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And broccoli.
And broccoli. Okay, so macaroni pie and broccoli. Alright. I hope your future wife is listening. Macaroni pie and broccoli, please, for your future husband.
Rice.
Yes, and rice.
Rice and carrots.
Yes, carrots. Because your video, years after years, they will go back to eat and listen, eh? And they say,
I'll
wow.
eat at lunchtime.
Uh-huh. And say, okay, once upon a
We
time.
go try it. Food and carrots, cabbage. Make it.
Because some of these places where we saw houses, there will be no houses or more houses in later years. And somebody will be looking back and say, wow, that used to be my house. They should give people them houses to live in. Just being abandoned.
That's not what I'm talking about. Down faster.
Yes.
When somebody occupy them, give them up and have them shut down.
There is a school over there.
Another school?
Another school.
Me.
It's a primary school.
Me.
I'm going to tell you what its name is.
Oh, school.
That one?
That's
St. James?
St. James. Who guys
Yes.
school?
Some children from this area go there.
Who guys school?
It's the smallest school on the island. With the population, I believe there might be less
Who
than
guys school
100
there?
there.
Oh no.
Me.
It has
Who guys
very small children in the whole entire federation.
Why go get so
Well,
much
just
school?
take off because some people want to go $10.
No, there is another one. They called it what? VO.
VOG.
Yes. Yes. So
Some I got that way.
some go there and some.
I got
Yeah,
there
but
close.
St. James is
Not
very
seen it.
school. It's a very small school.
That's school.
Very close proximity. So
Get the school here.
share with them.
Got it here. Chinese there. Why the Chinese?
Chinese? No,
The
not.
Chinese come here, right there.
Okay.
Right there. Film it and watch it. And watch it. See it. I see it.
Yes, you see it.
Area code is 9661544 for prompt and reliable support. Your health matters, and so does peace of mind. Experience the difference.
Where the car here?
Yes.
Visit us today and let
Chinese.
us be your partners in health. We are committed to
Get it
your
here.
well-being.
I want the Chinese. Stop. I want the Chinese. Stop.
This gives a nice view of everything. Huh?
Is there a nice school there? A nice school?
Where the not the school is inside, not here.
Where you put this school?
Where we put the school? Somewhere.
Somewhere. Secondary school. And Charles.
Hello, monkey. Monkey.
Donkey.
You are in the middle of the road stretching, monkey.
Donkey and monkey. Donkey and monkey. And then big fool. Monkey and donkey.
Try it in St. Kitts. This to you.
Monkey, donkey. Monkey and donkey. Donkey, monkey. Donkey, monkey. Donkey, cow. Sheep and goat and mango. And mango. Monkey. Monkey, mommy. Monkey,
Yes.
daddy. Get question, monkey question. Monkey question.
No.
Because who's these that because
Why you think they're going crazy? Because they overtake, you think they're crazy?
monkey question.
No, they know what
That question, monkey question. Monkey question. Yes, a question.
You're not crazy. You know what you do?
And discuss projects, relevance, and interest in Tune in every Wednesday. Live at 7 on Facebook, NIS Media, and ZIZ.
Alright.
In focus, your
Monkey question.
Get well soonest, eh?
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9 Win FM.
Monkey question. And again.
If you live in low-lying areas, be aware of the possibility of tsunamis immediately after an earthquake. A strong earthquake lasting 20 seconds or more is a natural tsunami warning. Do not wait for an official warning. Gather your family members and evacuate immediately after the shaking stops. Don't delay. A tsunami could occur within minutes.
This message is sponsored by the Australian Government, AusAid, and produced by NEMA in collaboration with Win FM.
Moms, this Mother's Day
No,
is
no,
all
school
about
day.
you.
I'll
So
phone
soak
that.
it up and do the things that you love doing, such as spending your day at the Chop Shop Salon and Spa. Our exclusive discounted Mother's Day packages and gift vouchers will be on sale from May 1st until May 15th. Our Radiant Goddess package includes manicure, a pampering pedicure, and rejuvenating 45-minute full body massage for $350 EC, that inclusive. Our fresh Radiant package includes a fresh deep cleansing facial, rejuvenating
people did not
45
wake
minute
up.
full body massage, manicure and pedicure. All for just EC
people are resting in peace.
$399, that inclusive.
Yes,
Our
people
Serenity
died
Escape
and went to
package
heaven,
includes a 30-minute
yes.
head massage, followed by shampoo
They
and
want
deep
to meet
conditioning
their maker.
and
They
a blow
want to
dry.
meet their
All
father in
this for
heaven.
$195 EC, that inclusive.
Yes,
Get our
they
gift
short,
vouchers.
they died.
Our
Yes,
free
they are
retail
dead.
cards that can be used to
I
buy
don't know
art.
whether they are children,
Mother's Day, make memories
big
with
man,
your mom.
big woman, granny,
Best time.
everybody there.
On our location in Portante at 667-7243. Or
They died.
7243. Or in
Yes, they go to heaven.
662-7246 for more information.
The future is unknown. Protect your life, your family, and your valuables from unforeseen circumstances. Let National Caribbean Insurance give you the peace of mind that you
You
so
can't miss
deserve.
it, right?
At NCI, we offer a suite of affordable insurance plans that can be tailored to ease your financial burden. We aim to deliver exceptional products to satisfy all your insurance needs. Whether life, health, motor, or property insurance, NCI has the right
When you go
solution
to the
for
beach,
you.
you get sick.
Our friendly
Or
and
you get
knowledgeable
well.
sales professionals are ready and able to assist you.
The water looks so
Insurance
rough.
Company Limited help you to prepare
and funds into Gaza. Our views on Rafah remain the same.
On Tuesday, at the Capitol Hill ceremony to remember survivors of the Holocaust, President Joe Biden condemned the recent rise of anti-Semitism and the Hamas massacre on October 7th.
Now, here we are. Not 75 years later.
Cows, this is where the cows are, are hiding and we need beef.
And people are already forgetting. Already
So we need
forgetting.
beef? Beef
The
to
Hamas
eat and see the cows are
unleashed
here.
this terror. It was Hamas that brutalized Israelis. It was Hamas who took and continues to
We
hold
will
hostage.
buy our own and you're going to help me look after them?
Yes.
If I
And we
buy
will not
cows
forget.
and then
Also
we
on
can
Tuesday,
be
the
getting
Biden
some milk.
administration confirmed
You
it
still
was
have
holding
milk?
a large shipment of
Oh,
2,500-pound bombs, fearing it would
Milk
be
and
used
beef?
against Rafah. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham blasted that decision
That
on
cow?
Fox News.
And then you can get oxtail.
Possible signal to send all the bad guys that America would be withholding weapons and ammunition to the Jewish state who's under siege on multiple fronts. That is just inciting more violence.
Israeli journalist Gadi Tal tells CBN News it comes while
donkey?
Israel is fighting for its life.
They are now holding us by the throat because they are withholding ammunition from the IDF. So Israel needs to fight this war. If it is to survive, it will need to fight more wars because it will need to break the news that Iran has been
What people
constructing
do at the
around
beach?
us. And the United
They
States
go in
is
water,
protecting that
do
news.
some
The U.S. still
swimming,
believes a ceasefire
They do
can
some
be worked out
relaxing.
between Israel and Hamas.
they
Children,
just,
children in
CIA
beach.
Chief Bill Burns
yeah, but you
is
can't come
expected
by
to meet with
yourself
Prime Minister
because water might
Netanyahu.
take you.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.
You have
This
to
is
come with a
time
big
for everyone who
person.
loves freedom,
Otherwise,
for everyone who loves liberty.
A baby
Whoever-
shark might
everyone who
go with
believes
you,
in freedom of religion,
or the
freedom of
waves might
speech,
go
freedom
with
of
you
assembly.
and the wind
It's time for
blow
all
you
of us
in
to
the
stand
water.
up and say, this
And then you
kind
don't
of
come back.
terror cannot last. It cannot
And
be
they go
in
eat
the
you.
world
The
today.
blood go eat you.
What
The
Hamas
shark, of
has
course, go
vowed to
eat you.
do is
They go
another
eat after
genocide.
you.
Of
They
course.
have vowed to wipe out the
They go
state of
eat after
Israel.
you.
It's in their founding document.
And then
They
there is
did
no
it.
more.
They tried to do it on October 7th. They
So-
failed at it, but then they vowed we will
Children
do this
only
again
come
and
with
again and again and again
big
until
people.
Israel doesn't exist anymore.
But otherwise, small
Let us
children
please
can't
take
come
them
by
seriously at this
themselves.
and say
Me and Stefan
Israel
and
is a
Sasha here.
democracy. In Israel, there's
You
freedom
can't come
of
by
religion.
yourself. You have to
They-
have
they're
I
someone.
ate
not
food.
an apartheid state.
Me,
They're not
me,
bent on
ate
genocide.
food.
What they want is
And
peace
spike
with their
me here.
neighbors. What is happening is the
and
truth
bite
has
me
been
last
turned
time.
upside down, and somehow Hamas is the victim,
You've got to be
You're going
kidding me.
inside?
So,
No, we can't
in
go
that,
inside.
are we in a
Remember,
we
battle
going
of
inside?
Remember, we have
ideas?
to go
And
for
the answer
session.
is yes. In that battle of ideas, can
We
we
are just
please
making it
stay
to work.
firm and not send these mixed messages? Hamas is
Just to
obviously
her.
skilled in public relations, obviously skilled in fomenting things on the internet.
No.
They believe if they repeat apartheid state, they repeat genocide, they repeat these things again and again and again, somehow it will convince
Yes,
people
we're
that that's
just taking
actually
a peek.
true. When it's absolutely
See?
the opposite is true.
See?
They're the ones bent on genocide. They're the ones bent on not an apartheid state, but a complete elimination of the Jewish people in the land of Israel. That's what they're bent on doing. Let us please stand strong. Don't send these mixed messages that if you just wait long enough in your tunnel, America's going to come to your rescue. If you foment even more disturbances on our college campuses, we're going to stand down. We're not going to stand with Israel. Let us resolve firmly. We stand with Israel. We stand for liberty. We stand for democracy. We stand for freedom of religion. Hamas doesn't stand for any of those things. They got elected, yes, but after they got elected, they canceled all future elections.
So these are waiting for
If you
culture.
want to say they're
Don't be filled with drinks.
territory, your facts are wrong. Israel withdrew from Gaza in 2006. They are not an occupied territory.
Yes.
Israel withdrew from the West Bank all the way back in 1994. So there's signs now as you try to go to Bethlehem or you try to go to Ramallah or Hebron, there's signs up that if you cross this line and you're an Israeli citizen, Israel cannot guarantee your safety because they don't let their forces cross that line. Let's realize who's really at fault here, who really started it all, and please let us stay firm in our commitment to Israel. In other news, Congress is running out of time to shore up Social Security and Medicare. John Jessup has more on that story from our CBN News Bureau in Washington. John?
Thanks, Gordon. With recent reports showing the programs could be out of money in a little over 10 years, one economic expert told CBN
So you're
News
thinking
there
about
just aren't enough
Johnny Cat?
workers to fund the growing number of retirees, and Congress can't agree on a solution. As George Thomas tells us, the clock is ticking.
America's trust funds are in dire straits.
Two biggest government programs, Social Security and Medicare, the thing that seniors that matters to seniors the most, are both headed towards insolvency.
The government projects that retirees, including the elderly and disabled who rely on Social Security, could see their payments cut by 21% by November 2035. Medicare is expected to be solvent by 2036. Every penny you and I have put into however many years of work, it's already
good.
Everything that we're talking about in terms of benefits for
But you didn't read the first one.
and on in the future,
First word is habits.
on taxing younger workers.
Habits beach.
The problem is there
Alright, so you read beach, but the first word is habits beach.
taxes to offset the growing number of aging baby boomers.
Habits is H-E-R-B-E-T.
But that's complemented, that good thing is complemented by the fact that we also are having far fewer children, and so there are fewer people coming into the program. Even with immigration, that's still the case where there are fewer workers today than there were, when the program was initialized. Democrats have proposed higher taxes on the wealthy to keep Social Security funded, but analysts say that's not enough.
Habits. Yes. The word heart, H-E-R,
with the clock ticking and cuts set to take effect in 9 years, both sides right now don't seem eager to tackle the problem.
We know the trust funds don't have enough money to pay the benefits that have been promised. And that means when they run out in less than a decade for Social Security, if you are newly retired in Social Security, I'm talking about when you're 71 years old, there are going to be across-the-board benefit cuts of above 20%.
Okay, we are approaching Vance Emery International Airport.
It's best to take steps to prepare for retirement by investing and saving wherever possible, so you're less dependent on the government. George Thomas, CBN News.
George, well, as expected, TikTok, popular social media app, is suing the federal government. TikTok and its Chinese parent company ByteDance are suing over a recent law that requires it to be sold to another company or face a ban in the United States. Critics believe the Chinese-owned TikTok is a national security threat because of its ability to influence users and its access to the data of more than 107 million Americans. Suit argues the law is unconstitutional.
My mother's brother used to be called Habat. Yes, no, you don't have internet. You don't have. No. See the airport.
And the election process. CBN National Security Correspondent.
From forged photos and doctor videos to lifelike robocalls,
Who was there? The ones who come from the air. Yes, you know the planes up in the sky? When they come, that's where they stop. Yes. You know a plane. You know an aeroplane. Have you ever seen an aeroplane?
New Hampshire's January primary, nearly 20,000
you don't do that.
using an AI-generated voice of President Biden.
I'm asking you, do you know an aeroplane? Have you ever seen a plane?
Detected the deep fake and alerted the public.
Shiloh, please.
However, these deceptions will only get more sophisticated and available.
Imagine a world where that was a one-to-one attack where instead of it being recorded, it was actually live. And instead of being
I was asking if you know an aeroplane, you don't answer.
Your wife, your boss, saying, hey Ben, meet you in the office at 6 a.m. I know it's a voting day. Or to an election official, hey, we're moving your precinct. We need you to be across town 3 hours away.
Ben Gilman, CEO of the deepfake detection platform called Reality Defender, now to protect the American public.
AI development moves fast.
Sit properly in your chair.
Must move faster. Forecasting and potentially
You can see from behind.
41 states have introduced legislation election-related deepfakes, while 8 already have laws on the books. No action yet on the federal level, despite bipartisan support.
Congress has the power, indeed the obligation, to stop this AI nightmare. There are common sense.
Okay, these people, this side did not pay taxes.
Ready to go right now.
Okay, so when they came here, they started paying taxes.
Big tech accountable for election, deepfakes, and other AI-driven harms.
Put on your belt, Shiloh.
Unchecked.
No, not in my ear, please.
Will sow the seeds of our destruction as a democracy. Both parties, the leadership needs to support an effort to get a vote. And I say an effort to get
Shiloh, behave yourself.
Let's put these bills on the floor and let's vote.
A number of companies
Your head is getting in the way when you your head.
Shiloh, please, you're distracting the driver. Please, just sit back and watch.
Platforms and even the media
Okay.
will be needed to truly protect Americans. Caitlin Burke, CBN News, Washington.
Thank you, Caitlin. Back to you.
Well, we need to enact what's called Blade Runner laws. And what that is if it's an AI talking to you, or an AI video, or an AI picture, it has to be disclosed that it was generated by artificial intelligence. In that disclosure, then the viewer has all the information they need to either accept or reject the information. In a political year, when you can spoof your candidate, this is an absolute must. And please encourage every member of Congress to come together.
Shiloh, you're gonna sleep?
We need it, and we need it now. And
Shiloh, you're my friend?
This is some far-off thing, that this can't happen in America. The people don't want to play by the rules.
You're my friend?
There's a case right now where a high school principal was forced to be suspended because a disgruntled coach who had been discharged, terminated, had created an AI version of the principal, and that voice was used to say racist things. And so the principal then had to defend himself, had to prove that the recording was not him, was AI generated. You look at it and go, how in the world can this ever happen?
So Shiloh doesn't talk too much?
For doing this.
Okay, have a good night.
It's got to also be enforceable, and the laws have to be quite clear. If you're generating anything with AI, spoofing somebody else, that it has to be clearly disclosed that you're doing so. From pocketbook issues to the abortion battle, suburban women voters could be a deciding factor in the 2024 election. Both Republicans and Democrats are targeting this vital voting bloc. Chief political analyst David Brody brings us a look at what's ahead.
While presidential election coverage focuses on the words and actions of two men with very different ideologies, political strategists are watching for signs for a much different barometer.
You will have women deciding the vote this election.
Roman Daravi is a former communications official in the Trump White House.
We've seen that Biden's approval rating across the board is plummeting, and it's no different when it comes to women.
And if that shift takes place in the suburbs, it would be an answer to prayer at the Trump campaign. In 2020, he lost that suburban woman voting bloc by a large 13-point margin, 56 to 43%. Polls today, however, show President Joe Biden has only 6 points among women in the suburbs. That's not a good sign for Democrats, considering that over the last decade, they've consistently performed strong with suburban women. Just look at the numbers. 2014, they won 47%. That grew 4 points to 51% in the 2016 presidential election. By 2020, they hit a high watermark of 56%. GOP strategist Alice Stewart looks at what could turn the tide.
When you talk to suburban women, and as you do and I do across the country, they're concerned about pocketbook issues. And Joe Biden has a record. The problem for him is that it's broken on key issues that voters are concerned with. Suburban women voters are the ones that buy the groceries and put gas in the tank. And when those bills are high, they're frustrated. They feel it. They feel it firsthand.
The Biden campaign is working to turn attention in another direction, specifically abortion.
It was Donald Trump who ripped away the rights and freedom of women in America. It'll be all of us to restore those rights for women in America.
Can you sit down and just watch and
Teach Donald
relax?
Trump and extreme MAGA Republicans a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the women of America.
It could be a successful tactic. While immigration and the economy are major political problems for Biden, a Wall Street Journal poll shows abortion as the #1 issue by far for suburban women voters in swing states. It comes in at 39%, more than double that of immigration at 16%, and the economy falls to a mere 7%.
It's almost remarkable that the Democrats and Joe Biden have this huge pro-abortion stance when they can't even define what is a woman.
Shiloh City,
Can't define what a woman is.
Still, the GOP knows this has not been a
Go
winning
in your
issue
seat
for
and
them
not laugh
politically since the end of Roe v. Wade.
Go in
To
your
that
seat
end,
and sit.
Trump has shied away from talk of abortion bans. The political play by Trump very well could be that he thinks he's going to have the pro-evangelical vote in his corner. So broadening his appeal to attract more voters in November
Children are
is a good
sitting in
general
bus
election
and they are
template for
very
victory.
behaved.
There has to be ways to thread that needle in terms of Donald
Children.
Trump remaining steadfast and pro-life, but to appeal to the independent suburban voters that want to see abortion access.
Another possible key for Trump would be winning over some of those suburban women labeled hold your nose voters.
I think the fear, David, is the choices will come down to Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or the couch.
And that's why, come election night, both campaigns will watch key suburbs and swing states. In the primary, Nikki Haley did much better than Trump with women in those areas, specifically around Philadelphia, Milwaukee, and Atlanta.
If Nikki Haley was able to pull in some new voters to the Republican Party, then kudos to her, because at the end of the day, we always knew they would be voting for President Trump come the finish line.
That remains to be seen, but what's certain is that suburban women voters will be key to who occupies the White House next year.
Shiloh, put your belt on. Put on your belt. Put on your belt.
You hit yourself.
Good thing I want to mute it.
Put your belt on.
Still vote. If you're not registered,
Just
please
music
register.
in the background.
It's going to be a very important
Unmute it.
election. And as we look at the age of both candidates, please be paying attention to who's the vice president. So these are all very crucial issues for our country. And go ahead and hold your nose, but make sure you vote.
For years, Travis Green toured the country as an award-winning gospel recording artist. Then in 2015, he started Florida City Church with his wife, Jackie. One day, Travis was crying out to God for resources for the church. And that's when he felt God ask him a question that led to a total transformation of his prayer life.
Smell cat.
Lead pastor of
But them people may no longer see them.
Pastor Travis Green.
The other ones, not Jehovah, but the other ones are what? Mormon?
Who going in there? Who going there?
Students going there.
Pastor Travis shares how you can talk to God effectively.
Yes, they are going home.
Really matters.
All right, well, Pastor Travis Green is here with us live on the 700. Welcome to the 700. So happy to have you. We got to get into this book. It's called Are You Praying for the Wrong Thing? First, we got to go back to 2015. That's when the Lord put it on your heart to actually start a church. But I mean, had you ever had that dream to become a pastor or like found a church? Talk about that.
No, so the timeline is it's around 2013 when I felt this call to. The funny thing is, my wife, who's been in the 700 Club before, Dr. Jackie, I called her. I was like, hey, do you think we'll start a church? And she was like, yeah, I've always known. I was just waiting on God to tell me. So in 2015, we made this radical move to Columbia, South Carolina. And in 2016, we launched Provo City Church. So we're going on 8 years old now.
That is absolutely amazing. We also, you talk about this in the book, but you took a trip to a friend's church, right? And you were being, driven around the campus, and something was going on inside of you. You were asking God questions and wondering, why can't I have something like this too? Can you just talk about that moment? Because it was pretty transformational.
Yeah, it was. So the church was a small church called Elevation Church. So I was excited to hang out at Pastor Stephen. And I'm in the vehicle with one of his friends, like his right-hand guy. And so he's telling me about the story and, different blessings that they've had, financial blessings and stuff. And I'm sitting there. And at the same time, I'm like, excited for how God does it. Before I started,
Please behave, please.
Are you praying for the phone? And I recognized I was trying to ask a $1 million question. This is a true story, actually. The Lord asked me, what would you do with $1 million? And I didn't have it right. So I just started kind of, coming up with stuff. And I was like, well, maybe I would do this or this. And I was like, well, bigger building.
But stop it now. I'm not going to everybody.
I didn't have any ammunition. I didn't have any answers. So that's what it dawned on me. That a prayer without a plan is just wishful thinking. Or you pray for the wrong thing. And so the Lord really he turned my heart from focusing on literally just moving to something bigger and rather maximizing where I was. And that's what the concept of the praying for the wrong thing.
Yeah, and I love that you also talk about, sometimes our prayers go unanswered too because we're not prepared for what we're even asking. Can you talk about that?
What you do?
Full of expectation with
I'm gonna put you there, mommy, and then I'll put you there and drive.
where you currently are.
I tell you.
And so I
I'll put
could drive now?
Waiting on me.
Yes.
And he taught me the miracle
Yes,
of
yes, yes.
I bet you. You can't
Me.
even move
I'm
an
going
inch.
to I push. My pizza from your house.
We were in a podcast with Tim
Stay in the car.
But you were saying, you know, we're singing the song, Lord, I'm going to wait on the Lord. The Lord's like, I'm waiting. Why do we sometimes just have this assumption that, like, we're waiting on God, when in reality, God's waiting on us?
Yeah, I think we haven't properly been taught.
Yes, and it's Sasha.
You know, that God is a God who desires us to participate in the call for our
the
life.
same
You know,
God.
he's not Santa or
Just
Jesus,
stop, just
but
Just
he is the God who
Just
can do
stop, just
marvelous.
Yes.
You'll be hard-pressed
We
to
are
find
in
any
town
miracles
now,
in the Bible that
Charleston.
didn't involve mankind's involvement. And so he invites us to participate with him. And I think many times we're just sitting around, you know, or maybe are sitting around and just worshiping or praising, or, you know, and all those things are good.
Yeah.
But James wrote that faith without works is dead, and so we have to get involved. And I don't think there's any better involvement than our preparation. How prepared are we for the things that we're asking?
Absolutely, it is a partnership. Chapter 3 is called Making God's Dreams Your Own. And this really goes after like the desires of our heart. Sometimes it can get confusing, right? You're like,
People
God has this
forgetting
desire, and
money.
you say that you're going to fulfill the desires of your heart. But then you take it deeper.
Yeah.
Talk about what you mentioned in chapter 3.
So the scripture comes from Psalm 37:4, which says that if you delight yourself in him, he'll give you the desires of your heart. But the A clause is the most important clause. First, you have to delight in him, right? And that delight comes from spiritual disciplines.
Yeah.
The way that we graduate to having a delight is first we have discipline, then that becomes desire, and then that becomes delight. And so with our spiritual disciplines, we are more equipped in our spirituality, but then we walk closer with him, not just work for him. So we're delighting in him, finding joy in him. Then he'll give us the desires of our heart. And I feel like through those,
So it's not
through that
3:30,
delight,
it's
the Lord can trust us
3:20.
with his desires. Now,
What's up? My papa need from me. Stop. Papa money.
We've read that. And
Yeah, papa money.
You is not a nice boy, so you don't deserve no pepperoni.
Nothing for you.
See my partner down there sitting. You can have his drinks and food.
His desires of what something that you've been desired by from TikTok or Instagram.
I got it. I opened the door.
Really help a lot of people just in their prayer life. But the
and my
last question I wanted to
pizza.
ask you about is your album. It's called Strike the Ground, and you're actually going to be performing for us today, which I'm so excited. But tell us about the album.
Look up the pot.
We're live at Forest City Church in Columbia, South Carolina.
Look up the
Strike the
pot.
Ground comes from the concept where the king, you know, is told by the prophet, hey, you strike the ground with arrows, and they only struck it 3 times, and the prophet's like, oh, I wish you would have done
It's a
it
small
more
nugget to
times. You know,
clean
you
up.
could have completely wiped out the enemy. And so the album is an album of faith. We're just encouraging people, whatever God has placed in your heart, the desires He's placed in your heart, go after it. You know, I strike the ground continually, but I have a song on there, one of my favorite songs is called Put Your Name on Me. And it's just a song that talks about how God can replace labels, you know, because the world and in your past and try to put labels on you, but God's faithfulness will replace that.
Amen, amen. Oh my goodness. Well, Travis, thank you so much for being with us. And you're staying with us because you're about to perform. But Travis's book is called Are You Praying for the Wrong Thing? Learning to ask what God wants for you, not just what you want. And it's available nationwide. And his latest album, like he said, is called Strike the Ground. It's also available nationwide. And now, as promised, here is Travis Green singing the lead single from his latest album called Strike the Ground. This song is called Put Your Name on Me.
I was a rat, I'm done. Life in sin.
The first time I saw you move,
you will hear her.
Signs and wonders were in the room. My heart was overwhelmed. Your eyes were me still.
Are you come early?
Alright, that's the greeting.
What?
Good afternoon. You didn't want us to come for you, Abby?
I thought you was going to come at like 4 o'clock.
Why would we come at 4 o'clock?
Because they're crazy.
Eh?
So we're coming to the parent-teacher meeting. It's next week, Wednesday. There's a morning session and an afternoon session.
Your father is coming.
But you don't want to come.
I attended all the primary.
No, you didn't.
Primary.
That's all I mean.
All the teacher parent in primary, I was there. So now it is his turn for secondary. Alright? Okay, Sasha, I'm coming.
What?
So what exactly you want?
I don't know. Yeah, do whatever I want.
I said your father, you said, what? Yeah? I said I am going. You said what? And then you said what?
Yeah, whoever wants to come.
Or do you want 2 people to go?
Only one person.
Only one person.
I want cake and ice cream. I want cake and ice cream. Boy, back up. So what
Okay, so I'm going to come. I'm going to come.
Buy cake and ice cream. I want it. So what did you eat for lunch?
Food.
Welcome back to Washington for the CBN News Break. Violent storms continue to rock the Midwest. At least a dozen tornadoes touching down from Michigan to
Shiloh
Ohio.
can tell you what he ate for lunch.
Tore through southwest Michigan, destroying buildings and taking roofs off homes. In the town of Portage, about 50 FedEx workers were trapped inside their collapsed building. Afterwards, a rainbow appeared overhead as officials announced no fatalities. The same storm system spawned 19 tornadoes across the Plains states earlier in the week. More severe weather is expected today from Texas to Ohio. Well, out of the ashes of a wildfire, signs of new life emerging.
You know I'm recording, right?
After fires devastated the Hawaiian island of Maui, evangelist Greg Laurie shared
Though I don't plan to put on the what?
Last August, a wildfire destroyed
The voice.
2,000 buildings and
Might end up muting it.
In late
Otherwise,
April,
all our
more than
conversation.
3,000 people attended Hope for Lahaina, a 2-service outreach hosted by Laurie's church within the community. More than 100 people
About you come for me
gave their
earlier.
lives to Christ.
We are
during the
fighting with
event.
Shiloh.
Well, you can always get the latest from CBN News by going to our website at cbnnews.com.
Yes, there is a baby school. Yes, for babies.
Maya broke into tears when her house was destroyed by a
Who are still on bottle? Do you still take bottle?
money to repair it.
Baby?
So Maya
Baby
turned
who
to
take
God
titi
for
and
help.
bottle.
And here's how you became an answer to her prayer.
7-year-old Maya and her family lost their home when a Category 4 typhoon hit the island of Guam.
I was crying because my house was destroyed.
Maya's mom, Jesleen, works as a teacher's aide. She makes just enough for daily expenses. There was no way she could afford to repair their damaged home.
Okay.
For now, they're living in a vacant house next door.
I feel sorry for my children because they don't sleep good. They feel really hot at night. And also everything else. It's going to be hard. It's not my neighborhood. I don't even have enough. I'm not happy by not.
Maya told us she asked the Lord for help.
I pray to God that we're gonna have our home fixed, that please help us to live in there.
Operation Blessing soon repaired and rebuilt Maya's damaged house. Now, the whole family has been able to move back in. Then, with help from a local pastor at an Operation Blessing partner church, Jasleen prayed to become a Christian.
My kids